breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your pitcher for that water. Lift that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, pour, then drink. Man. Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch. Move your body, drink some water. Come on. Oh. Move your body, drink some water. Family, move your body. Man, feel good. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Move, take your breath, drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Or should we say to stay healthy, breathe, drink, eat, move. Eat culturally appropriately. Move your body. But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. I see somebody out there. Drink your water. I can't see the name. But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink your water, fam. Hey, shouts out to whoever out there. I can't see the first name. I have to move the whole. Ooh, I hate doing this, but let's see. Oh, it's Gina Brown. What's up, Miss Gina? What you know about? Come on now. Oh, wow. So, wow, Gina Brown watched me. Go ahead. I'm doing something right. When the babies watch me. All right, family, last night was the premiere. Of the show that I did with Brother Reverend Shock and Professor Kaba Hiawatha Kamene, man. I've been hyped up. Sometimes you get real high on the energy and then I just had to sleep. I had to be sleeping and, getting ready, getting hyped because I didn't know how the interview was going to necessarily go. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? We already got 1,044 views in 15 hours. I think that's pretty good. We got comments popping off. I'm going to go through some of these comments, and we can talk about some of these comments as we reading, right? So, man, come on, fam. We're about to do it. I want you to make sure that you're able to check it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. I'm going to click. I'm going to copy. I'm going to move, and I'm going to post it up so that you can watch it for yourself and help us build up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get it up out there. Family, also remember, check out our free e-course, free Gye-Nyame ecourse.com. Now, some of this stuff, it won't post up on my YouTube. But those out there listening in Spreaker land, let me go and hit y'all up too. I know y'all be like, man, why you don't be putting the links on here? Actually, let me do that. Let me go and arrange it so I can put the links on there for y'all to see. I could do that. I could do that. I'm smart enough to be able to do something like that. Let's see. Spreaker. Like I said, and if anybody got any questions about the interview last night, I am willing and happy to have that discussion with y'all today. You have any questions about Gye-Nyame Journey, you have any questions about the e-course, by all means, I'm willing to discuss that as well, because like the whole point is to start raising the consciousness and start doing the building rather than just the talking. Now, here in Columbus, and Gye-Nyame and the other families that's doing stuff, it ain't just talking going on. We out here doing the work. And like I said, the only thing I want to be able to do is to motivate people to be able to do the work. Let me put free.
What is this?
G&J. Don't push it. Oh, Gina. Oh, there you go. Once again. Don't. Free G&J Media.
I don't know what I did.
Free G&J e-course. You pushing down the stopper so I can't get it out. Free Gye-Nyame ecourse.com. If you don't know what you did, then why you do it in the first place? Ooh, that was cold. If you don't know what you was doing, why did you do it in the first place? Ooh, no response. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so that's the free Gye-Nyame course. The first one is the video from last night. And family, I am really, really hyped about it. I was actually, I was glad that it went down. I was glad that I was actually glad because I was real nervous when it was popping off, but we make it through. That's what we do. Let me make sure this is the right one. Okay, cool. So let me go and make these adjustments. I thought I had to be somewhere, so I decided to sleep in. And y'all see where that got me, right? Y'all see where that got me. Got us up here to 12 noon. So I know a lot of people probably will catch this on the rebroadcast when I'm done. But like I said, I am willing to open up the lines for anyone that want to have some conversation about whatever y'all want to talk about. Especially those that want to talk about the show last night. And if you got some questions or whatever, if you knew, you want to know some stuff. And I also have to put some videos together because I'm put a video together specifically. I'm put an e-course together specifically for the Daily Toast. We're going to do that. We're going to put it together and send it out. What we got to lose? Nothing, brother. Nothing to lose. Nothing at all. But hold on. Let's see. I want to make sure that I'm sharing this on all my platforms before we get down into the toast. Settings. We're going to post on Nguza Saba Challenge, Folk Tales for Grown Folks, Gye-Nyame Energy. I still haven't had the heart to take that down. And the Magic Hour. Well, we don't need to post it up on the Magic Hour. Well, I got the Magic Hour, so why the hell not? Boom. These are all shows that I had at one point in time that I had developed. I just decided, because part of the issue was, like, one of the things that I had noticed a long time ago, because Reverend Shock wasn't the first one to tell me that I was doing too much. My daughter Yolanda told me a long time ago, "You doing too much. You doing too much." And one of the things I decided to do was, if I was going to do all that stuff, I was going to put it all on one platform. So I'm trying to get everything that I possibly can up under Gye-Nyame Journey. You know what I'm saying? So I keep everything focused, and then also make sure that I'm pushing out the stuff that I need to push out to let the people know what's popping off with us here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Let me see. All right. So we got everything up. Oh, I don't have my Hootsuite up. Let's put the Hootsuite up. And also, I'm going to have to do at one of our balls, I think I'm going to do a social media presentation on how to, at least the level that I'm able to get to help people to learn how to use this. Because there's a lot of stuff that we could be doing as a small group to really make large changes. It's just a matter of us learning how to use what we have. Trying to make sure if there's any other things that's popping up that I need to talk about as far as the news. Let me go to my news link real quick as well, because it's Toast and Talk Imani, and I could toast and talk with the best of them. So while we waiting for that, so get your subjects together. I need to announce the next mall. Next mall will be so we gotta start preparing. The next mall will be the 28th. September 28th. Our camping trip will take place on the 20th. Man, so we got a lot of stuff popping off, family. And on the 5th, the 4th and the 5th will be the ADOS conference. I'm looking forward to all of this stuff coming up. It's going to be busy all the way up. All right, so let's go and get busy. They were once America's cruelest, richest slave traders. Why does no one know their name? The Washington Post. Bernie Sanders bashes Joe Biden, embraces Trump supporters during Nevada campaign stop. Yang wades into backlash over new SNL cast member bigoted comments. Damn, ex-NFL star charged with destroying his own restaurant after claiming hate crime. Alright, we got some stuff in the news. Not a lot of stuff that would be interesting. Let me check mine. Because, I got you can set this up where they give you your stuff for you. I want for me. I don't want the top stories. I want what's for me. All right, so here we go. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator and we say, Ashe. Thank you, Sasha. From there, we move on to our list of our illustrious ancestors. Move on. We have Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Tech, Sandy Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Pendergast, and Adeline, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman Nail, No More X, Pat Ma Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor brother, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rennerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Goso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Dolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza, Frederick Davis. Hey, Sasha, can you close this basement door for me?
Yeah.
Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza, Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Sarah Lewis, Andrew Hall, Pearl Moore, Percy Mark Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stober, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamiko Russell, Didi Montaires, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ernest Bostic, Edna Bostic, Gwenda Free Scanterberry, Wilson Headley. How did it go out there?
It was fine.
All right.
Nothing special.
Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Warburton Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue-Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Carla Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox. Ladies, y'all need to handle your business. Y'all need to get dressed, brush your teeth, wash your face. We gotta take Cleve to the barbershop. June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, John Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, May Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Adam McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwillinan and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie. Yeah, there we go. Make sure. John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker, Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. From there, we have Jordan Giles, we have James Carswell, we have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We have Elder Shaka. Yep, Elder Shaka McNair. I had it in my mind, but I was scared to say it. We got Anthony Brown. We got Jonathan Ford. We got Lottie Gaucher. We got Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks. We got Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff. We got Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Kwesi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gore, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner. We got Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Joanna, Deshandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewell, Johnson Carl, Ruby Jewell White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tellar Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, and Cynthia Ann Wright. We lift up our glass and we salute all of our ancestors and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. Hold on. I'm opening up the phone lines because we almost done. So, saluting this moment, we raise our glass and we salute this moment. I want to give all of the Imani babies a round of applause. Here we go.
first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
That's right, that's right. All you Imani babies. So today, we are opening up these reticular formations. And we are out seeking Imani. Every day we got to look for our principles. Every day we got to look for our principles because they're out there. They're out there waiting for us to find them, right? Just like our ancestors was waiting for us to toast them, right? So, Imani. Imani, for those that don't speak the language, means faith. Today is the day of Imani. Today is Imani. Harmony is the mighty principle of the day. Trust is what we teach the young people. M7, the color for the day is red. Gender is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwesi, that's Clee. We also got Kwesi Lo. And female name is Akusua, right? Akosua, my fault. So, we raise our glass to this present moment, knowing that in this moment lies all of our power. And we have the ability and the will to move it, then we could change the world, family. So let's, in this moment, let's lift up and salute the power of the moment and use it to remember our ancestors and to lay a foundation, lay legacy for our future generations. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We raise up our glass, and guess what we say? Damn right. Ashe. Ashe, family. And we say, and from there, we move on to all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go, family? From all of our relations, we head directly to the selfish toast. Oh, man. Right? A lot of us out here doing the work, but we're not saluting ourselves. Family, take this moment to salute yourself. Take this moment to think about what it is that you need in this moment to move towards your higher and your better self. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, last and definitely not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most beautiful, the most outstanding, the most missing. My thing is missing. My kids have sabotaged me. Oh my God. So family, I salute you, I toast you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. We can start the conversation. There's somebody there now, we're going to talk a little bit. Hot damn. I think it's the cork. I done stumbled onto something, family. All right. So, once again, last night, I was on the show. I was on the Philip Shock Matthews show. Got 35,000 subscribers. Title of the show was Introducing Brother Hatim. Brother Hatim Gye-Nyame with Shock, Reverend Shock, and Professor Kaba Hiawatha Kamene. I don't know who would be calling me on the phone. That's ridiculous. Hopefully they ain't knocked me off. Am I knocked off? Did they knock me off? Please, no. Don't let them have knocked me off. Don't let the haters have come in and just totally destroy it, because nobody got this number. This phone is specifically for doing what it's doing right now. That's how serious we take our craft here. So, master your craft, family. Master your craft. All right. So, for those that might come in later, this got a nice little tart taste to it and everything. I think it's the cork. I really think it's the cork. All right. So, on here, like last night, we had a bunch of comments. But the live comments, I guess they don't show up. So I want to talk about some of the comments we got right here. Only if I could do 100 thumbs up, even better. This is from Jazz Marcel. Thank you, sir. Only if I could do 100 thumbs up, even better. I will apply some of the ideas of Brother Hatim. Awesome show, and it's always a gift to hear you and Bro Kaba. Shouts out to your Jazz Marcel, thank you. From Diana, I think that's our Diana. Thank you for sharing knowledge. To add a point, American contribution also comes from the many Caribbean Africans and Africans who migrated and joined the African Americans, their culture, experience, and ancestors. Now, if you have something to add to the list, you can. Now, I can have some contention on that, right? Because they have joined African Americans. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that. But as far as ADOS, right, they don't have that claim. But we do have, because the one piece that I'm really working on is, one, establishing who we are here in America, and then start establishing those allies. Because, family, we got to understand that, you know, many of the people that are working against us look just like us. Some of them in their office, some, you know what I'm saying? We have to understand, and we have to, in a sense, draw our borders. You know what I'm saying? And there's consequences for crossing those borders. And that's all the way real. Whether it's Caribbean, whether it's West African, whether it's East African, whether it's European, or my fault, West Asian, Central Asian, or East Asian. You know what I'm saying? We have to establish our borders so that we can know who is with us and who is against us. And that's me. I can't speak for nobody else. That's how I feel. We got gold and diamond, mine, gold and diamond, mine. 55 minutes ago. Black America is just now shaking off or attempting to the confusion, damage, and the shock that integration was a con, and it set black people back 50 years after already being 350, 450 years behind. It's dire straits and a very dangerous situation. Those who don't educate themselves, raise their consciousness, and raise their awareness are going to be in for a rude awakening. Black people are obsolete to white America. They don't want us here, or anywhere on the earth for that matter. And they will do anything they can do to exterminate the black race, seen and unseen. Oh, all right, cool. That was all of it. All right, gold and diamond, mine. Gold and diamond, mine. I don't know why it's repeated twice. Interesting comment. So, yeah, many of us are shaking off a lot of confusion, especially for the last 50 years, because I'm thinking that the true confusion really started coming in within my lifetime. Prior to my lifetime, prior to 1968, I'm thinking that we was kind of clear on where we fit in the fabric of America, but somewhere along the lines of my lifetime, I think we really, really started getting confused. And we have to be clear that white supremacy is trying to eliminate everybody, not just black lives. See, but then also one of the things that you always got to take into account is that their system thrives on being able to have, in the sense of underclass, a conquered people. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that piece there as well. You know what I'm saying? Because capitalism don't work if everybody got the same amount of shit. The system that they have designed does not work unless there are people at the bottom that can be taken advantage of. Not that that should make you feel any better, because basically what that means is that we are being set up to be prey all over this world, to be taken advantage of, and in many ways to be economically assassinated, pushed to the bottom, then possibly given them some few pennies so that they could take those too. You know what I'm saying? We keep the economy going, I believe. You know what I'm saying? That's just me popping off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? It's bleak. But it ain't that bleak. You know what I'm saying? Because the possibility, as long as we draw breath, as long as we are in the moment, this is why I keep on talking about this whole crystallized wisdom, all right? Everything we're going through, our ancestors have already been through. You know what I'm saying? In many, many different ways. If we just look at the history, the answers are already laid out for us. All we have to do is be willing to do the research. And you know what I'm saying? Do that wisdom mining to get the information so that we can solve the problem. And we also have the resilience and the creativity to overcome anything that they throw at us. I have no doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? We will be victorious. You know, we will be victorious. You know, and you have to tell yourself that. I know because sometimes, you know, when I'm talking, people, you know, they're like, oh, you negative. But, you know, I'm coming from a standpoint of reality. I'm looking at where we at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those who go in to my team during halftime and lie to them about you're not playing. You know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not working as a team. Y'all fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I believe that reality in the midst of battle is the best remedy. We about to die. We lose it, right? And I need to tell you that. But I have no doubt that in the end, we will win. And hopefully it'll come within my lifetime. And if not, you know, I'm raising a bunch of young people. You know, y'all just hear about Sasha, Gina, and Cleve, but shit, we got children all over this country. You know what I'm saying? That's learning. We got children all throughout the city that's learning every day. Not only are we touching on the economics, we also touching on the politics. Not only we touching on the politics, we touching on some martial arts. Not only, you know what I'm saying? We're doing the work. And the challenge is for all of us to get out here to curb this plan that Gold and Diamond Mine says that's out here for us. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you lay still, yeah, they're going to get your ass. If you ain't doing that, yeah, they're going to get your ass. You know what I'm saying? So if they're going to get you where you laying still, you might as well get up and do something, right? And I kind of share some of those, some of the ideas that I have for dealing with this indirectly. We could talk about it a little bit more directly in the free e-course that I developed. Let's go to the next one. We got Mavis G. Bikeman. Thank you so much for sharing knowledge about libations and the digitizing of information. I'm wondering if there is awareness about the consequences for our health, especially about the infrastructure of 5G, which is said to be necessary for the implementation of new technology. At the other hand, there is information that it is also a weapon of war. There's a lot of information about that on the internet too. Besides that, as Shamunka mentioned, what about security control and safety of all the information? Now, as far as the 5G, right now, family, I'm going to say this to you right now. I know very little about that. I've seen some of the videos and I'm like, very interesting. But the stuff that they do with 5G, you don't think they're already doing with some of the stuff that we already got? We walk around with cell phones in our pockets. We walk around, we got all types of signals flying through the air. You don't think a lot of the stuff that they could do, that they talk about they could do with 5G, they ain't already got the capabilities to do with the stuff we already have? All of us got Wi-Fi. More than likely, you're using Wi-Fi to type up this comment right now. Wi-Fi is flowing through your house right now, right? And that probably could be weaponized too. We're dealing with it. We're dealing with a culture of people that any advances that they have made have come from war. Damn near, war, war. So we have to be very, we got to be very clear and very careful, because sometimes we elevate where they are. You know what I'm saying? They out here researching and finding stuff, because I'm like this. I'm quite sure that if we was to take some of our young people that's in these schools, you know what I'm saying, we take some of these retirees that have some of the technical skills, I'm quite sure they'd come up with something to battle this, right? We don't have the, how can I put it? We don't have the finances, but we have the people that we can start working with to get them working on stuff, right? I mean, because if you think about it, if you look at Carter, the scientist, George Washington Carver, who went to Tuskegee with little or nothing, just the technical skills, just the skills, he was able to build a full-fledged laboratory. How many of us are letting our children experiment in our garages if we got them, or in an extra room, take stuff apart and start figuring it out? So there's ways, just like they are weaponizing and discovering stuff, we could be doing the same thing. And we'd be coming up with countermeasures for all that shit. Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, but shit, how much other dangerous shit do we have in our houses? Do you got a microwave in your house? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like boom. I'm like boom. I'm caught in betwixt and between because 5G. They say it's going to be dangerous, but 5G is going to make it possible for me to be able to get information out to the people a lot faster, right? Well, we can always go. I mean, how effective do you think we'll be if we was to go back to a whispering campaign or go back to printed newsletters? You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we in a rock in a hard place, and we got to be able to kind of deal with some of that shit, family. You know what I'm saying? And like, boom, okay, 5G, all right, boom. But when 5G come, you don't have to get the phone. I'll get it for you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use it to do all this stuff, right? Now, but then also because we go to Shamunka mentioned, what about the security, control, and safety of information? What do we have the ability to secure, control, and make safe? What do we have that we could do that with in America? You understand? Because my piece is, one, family. While the internet is open, because I'm gonna get to my sister Shamanka's piece in a second. While we have opportunity, we need to step in and pull out what we can, because this right now is hurting absolutely nobody. We got brilliant people like Kaba Kabane. We got brilliant people like Philip Shah Williams. We got Obata Shaka. We got Chika Akua. We got the brother that wrote Tommy Curry, man that wrote Man Not. We got all this information that is available for us to in a sense, edify ourselves, to strengthen ourselves, to increase our knowledge. All this stuff is on the web right now. And a lot of it we just giving away for free. All we saying is, let's start an exchange. I create something, you find it interesting, you willing to pay. You create something, I find it interesting, I'm willing to pay. Let's start the process of reciprocity working in our community while we have it, rather than worry about when they come, because we already know they're going to come get it. They did the same shit with the land. We didn't even get the mule, and they still came and took the mules from motherfuckers. We got to understand, family. So now, we understand that they're coming, but what we going to do with it until then? Are we going to get our war chest together? You understand what I'm saying? This glass been sitting up here for about 3 weeks. I ain't had nobody go and make a donation yet. All we gonna start building the war chest. And people know, and you can see what I do on a regular basis. We got an annual camping trip. People know this. Nobody donates. I done had some of the information that online for years. Nobody. We don't even. I'm just sitting up here, boom. I'm trying to find an audience that's saying, like, hey, let's exchange. I value what you have, Brother Hatim. Right? And I'm going to get it out to them as long as I can, as long as I can control the territory. And another aspect for going, let me go to the next question and talk about this real quick. Shamanka, I know who you are. This is my big sis. They have control of the internet. How do we maintain control and prevent Urugu from censoring and targeting folks? What about having denied access today? What about having denied access today over our information? The inventions are about control. Control of information and modes of distribution is a needed discussion. Safety and security issues. Now, this is what I keep trying to tell people. Use it while we got it. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict the future. But family, we need to use it while we got it. I don't believe this. We have to use it while we got it. That's all I can say. That's all I can tell you. We have to use it while we got it. Right now, Brother Phil has come up with this beautiful idea. And we have it in process. We have it in motion, right? And it's like, boom, why not use it while we can? Now, also, how do you maintain control and prevent Urugu from censoring and targeting folks. They're already censoring and targeting folks. Remember that. They're already censoring and targeting folks. What about denying access to the information? They're already doing that. They're already doing that. We know this. They have control of the internet. We know this. But why we are able to use it, why not use it and get as many resources from it as we can? Maybe we could raise enough money, possibly if we start trading with each other to do something. I don't know what. Because shit, you know, out of the $100 and some odd trillion of wealth in America, we only got 3% of that. Well, let's say, yeah, somewhere around here, about 3 trillion out of 100 trillion worth of wealth. You know what I'm saying? A little bit over 100 trillion. We got about 3 trillion overall, so it's gonna be kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying why it's available, we need to use it. We need to use it. And we need to pump it out because they already control all the information. A lot of us feel secure because we got those books. But what happens when they start putting the price on books? You can tell us who got a library, we'll give you a couple of $1,000. Niggas will be selling you out. You can't hide your books. If they want the information, they gonna get that shit. Believe that. But they're already, in many cases, the reason the internet is not cut off right now is because of the fact that they know that a lot of people will not. It's not a threat at this point in time. So why is not a threat? Why not establish it? And maybe possibly be able to build up to a point where we are able to protect what we have. How, Brother Hatim? First off, I told you already, some of our young people, we're trying to prepare for politics as well as some of the older people too. Politics, let me say this to you. A lot of y'all out there right now that's big on the economic tip. Economics is a gun. Got this from the Godfather. Economics is the gun. Politics is knowing who to point the gun at and when to pull the trigger. So economics without politics is basically like having an open community box that other people can raid whenever they want to. Politics provide the protection for the economics. So what I'm saying is we have to really get our young people and ourselves involved in politics that are based on taking care of us. We got to get rid of a lot of this universal bullshit because it don't work for us. And what I'm trying to get people to understand is that when we start taking better care of ourselves, everybody else is going to be able to make a come up. Why? Because right now in American society, in many ways, we are at the bottom. We come up, everybody gonna come up. Remember your boy? A rising tide lift all boats. And let's make that shit work. Let's get the government, let's get in service, because far as like reparations, I want y'all to think about this shit. I want y'all to think about this. Reparations is not just about money, it's about certain protections that will be guaranteed to our people. One of them possibly will be giving us a chunk of the internet. We're getting, you know what I'm saying? Get some of these new radio signals that they putting out that only we can sell as a group of people. We sell that. We get the annual renting fee for that shit as a group. In so many different ways and so many different means, because a lot of y'all, when it comes to us in this battle, right? We're looking at it and we got different views and we're not pulling them all together. Of course, there may need to be fighting. So we need to make sure that we get people prepared for that. Then we also need to get people ready for the confrontations of the mind. That's that politics and that legal battle. We also need to get people that got the know-how with the money. You know what I'm saying? So that when money do come, we are able to do stuff. But yet and still, we still need them people with the politics to make sure that we keep the vultures and the parasites away from us, making it a penalty when they come in and do the stuff that we already know they've been doing. Come on, fam. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. It's not hard at all. But hey, so I went through all those. I don't think I have. Wow, that's all right now. But so right now we at 1,044, after 15 hours. I really want to thank everybody for the support. Like and share. All right, like and share. So this has been Brother Hatim. We don't got no call. We got 117 likes. We got 3 dislikes. I wonder who. I hope I probably pissed somebody off. But y'all ain't seen me in my raws yet. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm trying to keep it real. Y'all ain't really seen me cut loose yet. So, family, I want to thank those of you that are taking time to see this now or to see it later. We're going to get up off of here. We're going to get me an ambrosia egg. Get Cleve over to where he need to be. Make sure you check out the e-course. G&J is free. G&J ecourse.com. We have free G&J ecourse.com. All right. This is Brother Hatim. I want to thank each and every last one of you. And with that, I'm out. Peace.